How to build trust in a relationship. Are you tired of feeling as if you cannot trust your partner? Do you find yourself constantly questioning their every move or word? If so, you are not alone. Trust is a crucial component of any healthy relationship, and without it, things can quickly fall apart. But don't worry, because in this video, we're going to show you how to build trust in your relationship and strengthen the bond between you and your partner. We are going to provide you with practical and actionable tips that you can use to build trust in your relationship. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of what trust is, why it is important, and how you can cultivate it in your own relationship. So if you are ready to strengthen the bond between you and your partner and create a healthier, more fulfilling relationship, then keep watching. So without further delay, let us dive into the problem. The problem is that many people struggle to build and maintain trust in their relationships. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and without it, things can quickly fall apart. Many couples struggle with issues like infidelity, lying, or simply feeling like they cannot rely on their partner. These issues can cause significant strain on a relationship and can even lead to a breakup if not addressed. The issue of trust in relationships is not a new one. In fact, it's been around for as long as relationships have existed. However, with the rise of social media and online communication, trust issues have become even more prevalent. Many people find themselves questioning their partner's actions or words based on what they see online or in messages. This can cause significant stress and anxiety in a relationship and can ultimately lead to a breakdown in trust. Additionally, past experiences, such as infidelity or betrayal, can make it even harder to trust someone in a new relationship. So it's important to be aware of these factors and take steps to build and maintain trust in your relationship. One common misconception about trust in relationships is that it should just come naturally. Many people believe that if you truly love someone, then trust should be automatic. However, the reality is that trust takes time and effort to build. It's not something that just magically appears, and it's not something that can be forced. Another misconception is that trust is all or nothing. Some people believe that once trust is broken, it can never be regained. But the truth is, trust can be rebuilt, but it takes time and commitment from both partners. It's also important to note that trust is a two-way street. Both partners need to be committed to building and maintaining trust in the relationship. I have personally dealt with trust issues in my own relationships. In the past, I found myself constantly questioning my partner's actions and words, which led to a lot of tension and stress in the relationship. It was not until we sat down and had an honest conversation about our feelings and concerns that we were able to start building trust. It took time and effort, but we were eventually able to create a stronger and more trusting relationship. I have also talked to many people who have dealt with similar issues in their relationships. Whether it is due to past experiences or a lack of communication, trust issues can cause significant strain on a relationship. But the good news is that there are practical steps you can take to build trust and strengthen your bond with your partner. So let's dive into those steps now. Here are the steps you can take to build trust in your relationship. Step 1. Communication. The first step is to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. This means sharing your thoughts and feelings, being receptive to their opinions, and actively listening to what they have to say. Step 2. Consistency. The next step is to be consistent in your actions and words. Make sure you follow through on your promises and commitments, and avoid saying things you don't mean. Step 3. Respect. Show respect for your partner by treating him as an equal, and avoid belittling or dismissing their opinions or feelings. Step 4. Accountability. Take responsibility for your actions and be accountable for your mistakes. This means admitting when you are wrong, apologizing, and making efforts to correct any harm you may have caused. Step 5. Trust-building activities. Engage in trust-building activities, such as going on dates, doing activities together, and spending quality time with each other. This helps create positive experiences and memories, which can strengthen the bond between you and your partner. Remember, building trust takes time and effort from both partners. It's important to be patient, consistent, and committed to the process. By following these steps, you can build a stronger and more trusting relationship with your partner. Now, let's talk about some common misconceptions that people have about building trust in a relationship. Misconception 1. Trust should be automatic. Some people believe that trust should be automatic in a relationship and shouldn't require any work. But the truth is, trust needs to be earned and maintained over time. It requires effort from both partners to build and sustain. Misconception 2. Trust means never having doubts. Another common misconception is that if you truly trust someone, you should never have any doubts or concerns. But the reality is that everyone has doubts and concerns at times, even in the strongest relationships. It's how you address and work. Misconception 3. Trust is the same as blind faith. Some people think that trust means blindly believing everything your partner says or does. But blind faith can be dangerous and lead to a lack of accountability and respect. Trust should be based on mutual respect, open communication, and consistent actions. By understanding and addressing these common misconceptions, we can approach building trust in a relationship with a more realistic and practical perspective. Now, let's address some potential counterarguments to building trust in a relationship. Counterargument 1. But my partner doesn't trust me, so why should I bother? It is understandable to feel discouraged if your partner does not trust you, but building trust is a two-way street. By taking steps to build trust, you can show your partner that you are committed to the relationship and willing to work on improving it. Counterargument 2. But I've been hurt in the past and don't want to risk getting hurt again. It is natural to have concerns about getting hurt, especially if you have been hurt before. But it's important to recognize that building trust takes time and effort, and involves some level of vulnerability. By taking small steps and being honest with your partner, you can gradually build a stronger and more trusting relationship. Counterargument 3. But what if my partner doesn't reciprocate my efforts? It's possible that your partner may not immediately reciprocate your efforts to build trust. However, by consistently showing them that you are trustworthy and committed to the relationship, you can create a positive cycle that encourages them to reciprocate and build trust as well. By addressing these counterarguments, we can acknowledge and work through some of the challenges that may arise when trying to build trust in a relationship. That's it for today's video on how to build trust in a relationship. I hope you found the information useful and insightful. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. And if you have any questions or comments about the topic, leave them down below, and we'll do our best to answer them. But most importantly, don't forget to take action. Building trust takes effort and commitment, but the rewards are well worth it. So start implementing these steps in your own relationships and see the positive impact it can have. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.